Towards the end of last week, Amazon unveiled Alexa Plus, and that's their new conversational AI. And they've said that this is going to be coming out with this LLM, and it's going to be coming in at around, I think it's $20 a month, unless you are an Amazon Prime subscriber, and then you're going to get it free. Now, hopefully this will be good, because whilst I find the Amazon Alexa assistant is okay, I don't find it is very good apart from adding things to your list and controlling some smart home devices. Hopefully it will then start to compete with things like Siri, which is not really that hard to beat if I'm honest, but also with Google Gemini. And the more competition we have in this space is better. Now, one of the things that does have me concerned is it is currently limited to a few of the smart speaker lineups with a screen. So if you don't have some of the latest ones, then you're going to be out of luck. And obviously it is only in America at the moment. But another concern is even if this is going to be free from Amazon Prime members going forwards, does that mean that we're going to see another increase on Amazon Prime membership? We've already seen a few increases going on and not getting a lot for your money. And if you think of it at $20 a month compared to what you're paying, I think it's about $8.99 a month if you pay in monthly for Amazon Prime. That is a massive difference, so I think we may be in for another price increase, unfortunately. Google also unveiled your personal info on Google Search, which allows you to put in some of your information. It will then go and do some searching online to see if it can find any information about you from the information you've given it. So, for example, your name, your email address, and things like that. You can give it a bit more information, like your home address and your telephone number if you want to. And then it goes out, searches the internet for what it finds, and then you can request some of that removal. Now, I know there are third-party companies such as Delete Me that offer this, but this is coming directly from Google, and I don't know how in-depth it's going to go, if it just removes it from the Google side, or if it actually goes to those websites and asks them to remove it. I got a funny feeling it's just the Google side, unfortunately. So if you went, for example, using Microsoft Bing or something like that, then that information is still going to be out there. But it is nice to know that Google is starting to put these things in place to make it a bit easier. I've tested it out. I put some of my basic information in, and when I went, it came back and found no results, which is maybe a good thing. But I do know that some of my personal information has been involved in data breaches over the last couple of years. So again, I'm not 100% certain on how accurate that is. So it's been roughly 2 weeks since you could pre-order the OnePlus Watch 3. And I'm going to be honest, I did bite the bullet and put an order in originally for that version, and you were getting some free earbuds, which I didn't really need because I've got several anyway. But I thought, you know what, I'm going to go for it. But then after some time, I thought, actually, cancel that order, because I only wanted it because of the 5-day battery life that they say. Even if it's 4 days, that's fine, because I'm just fed up of charging my Samsung Galaxy Watch every single night. And it's not the fact that I have to charge it. If I use it to track a workout, I was finding that maybe about 5 p.m. I was having to charge it just to get it through until I actually went to bed, which is a bit of a pain. So it's not so much the charging at night, it's the charge in the middle or towards the end of the evening, and then having to charge it just to carry me over. And a lot of times then I was just finding that was just too much of a hassle, so it ended up dying just before then. So I just wanted for that. And so because that was the only reason I really wanted this, I decided, you know what, I'm going to look at the resale values of these watches. So I hopped onto eBay and I looked at the OnePlus Watch 2 and the 2R. And to be honest, the resale prices are nothing fantastic. So if you own one, then it's not a great product to own and try and resell. However, if you're a buyer, it is a bit better. Now, you can obviously get the OnePlus Watch 3 on offer at the moment, but once those prices go back to normal, then obviously the price difference is going to be a bit bigger. So I've actually gone and purchased a OnePlus Watch 2 for just under £80. I think it's about 81 with shipping as well, and I'm going to just see how that does compare, and if that can just carry me over through the day with a battery life, then I'll be happy. Obviously I will be testing to see if it goes for more than a day on there, exactly how these have held up over time. But yeah, so if you are looking for a watch that lasts you multiple days and you're not too bothered with the OnePlus, then instead of spending the extra and going all out on a new model, perhaps check your local Facebook marketplace or even eBay to see if you can pick up a second-hand model of the slightly older one. Over the weekend, we saw a flurry of releases, reviews on YouTube of the Xiaomi 15 Pro, and everyone says the same thing. The big camera hump on the back just really is worth it if you want good quality photos, and the few I have actually looked at do have me impressed. I'm not going to lie on that camera quality with those sensors and that zoom, and the fact that it is now challenging the likes of Samsung has got me quite excited. I have never owned a Xiaomi, I've never owned an Oppo or a OnePlus device yet. However, that may be something I look into on my next smartphone upgrade. I got the Pixel 9 Pro when it released, and the camera is good. However, zoom isn't fantastic, which I kind of knew. And when I first got my Samsung S22 Ultra, I found the zoom was fantastic. However, I found with software upgrades that actually lost some of its appeal. Quality did go downhill and never really came back, even though they improved slightly from what they did mess up on. So that's got me excited that maybe we'll start seeing some more competition on the market. Well, that's it for today, guys. I hope you found this episode of some use. Thanks for listening, and I will catch you on the next one.